All right, Stephen, it's been a perfect July weekend out there. It's just unbelievable, really.
It's been so nice. So nice. After the storms late in the week, they kind of cleared us out. Yesterday was just, for July standards, late July standards, it's hard to beat what we had yesterday, even going back to Friday as well. Out the door this morning, we are still in for a pretty good Sunday. You mentioned it a few minutes ago. It's going to be another good day to get outside, but today is the day when we start kind of turning the corner back into a little bit more typical late July weather, especially heading into the upcoming work week. Winds are very light this morning as we look from the west side of Tulsa. Temperatures, again, a mixture of 60s and low 70s. Downtown Tulsa, that urban heat island effect, so we're a little warmer than everyone else. It's mostly 60s across green country. Yesterday it was a little cooler to the north, a little warmer to the south, but this morning we've got some of those cooler readings around McAllister, Wilburton, Poto, low 60s if you're stepping outside for a walk or grabbing a cup of coffee. It's going to be a good one to sit out on the porch. Upper 60s, Pryor, Veneta up towards Bartlesville and Coffeyville. As I mentioned, winds light. We've had a lot of days here recently with some pretty steady winds. We don't have that today. The winds are going to stay in the 5 to 10 mile an hour range. So if you have outdoor plans, that is one change today. Not much wind to cool you off. The winds will come back up this upcoming week, so this will help at least a little bit offset the upcoming heat. Is that most days this upcoming work week, outside of maybe Monday, we are going to have a pretty steady breeze to cool you off if you're in the shade. Hour by hour for our Sunday, again, temperatures here in the red, the heat index up in the purple. Notice it's not just drastic, we're not talking 105, 110 on the heat index or anything like that, but I do think as we head into the afternoon, there'll be enough humidity that it's going to feel, as temperatures are in the low 90s, it may feel more like the mid to upper 90s this afternoon as you tack on a humidity. By the 9 o'clock hour tonight, we drop back into the 80s. And as I mentioned a few minutes ago, far northeastern Oklahoma, later this afternoon and this evening, there's a slight chance of a couple storms. We'll be watching up in eastern Kansas and southern Missouri. That's where storm chances are higher, but some of that leftover activity may come drifting down into Chautauqua, Labette, Montgomery counties, down towards portions of Craig, Delaware, Ottawa counties later today into tonight. It's a slim chance, 10 to 20% opportunity for most of us, but just can't totally rule it out, especially if you're up on the some of the area lakes in our northeastern counties later today. Just keep that in mind. Again, highs low to mid 90s. There's what we're watching for. Notice Future View's got those storms in Kansas and Missouri, and a lot of them fall apart before they get here, but we just can't rule out a couple sneaking their way into the area tonight. Any chances around Tulsa look like they're going to stay pretty slim. Tomorrow morning, we're starting that warming trend. It'll still be not too bad, but it's, as opposed to the 60s the last couple mornings, mostly low 70s tomorrow morning. Couple passing clouds, but otherwise, here comes the heat starting to build. Upper 90s on Monday. Then we'll expand this into Tuesday and Wednesday. There'll be some passing clouds at times, but we start pushing more of us towards those triple-digit readings Tuesday and into Wednesday across actually most of the state as that upper level ridge, that heat dome builds, really just kind of pushes us into those dog days of summer that we typically have here as we head towards the end of July and early August. So here we go on the 7-day forecast. Again, the heat break just about to come to an end. A little toasty today, but again, today we're still in pretty good shape. And then upper 90s Monday, and then we're going to hang right around 100 for most of the upcoming week. It'll be breezy, but yeah, the much more typical summer heat is just about to return, so I hope you've enjoyed the break that we've had.